welcome to another daily Corey B MTG video. Today we're back to playing Standard and back to playing one of my favorite archetypes of all time. It's Jund. Classic Jund is always an extremely powerful strategy in Standard, as you get good hand disruption spells like Duress, you get great removal spells like Torch the Tower and Burst Lightning in red, and then you just get powerful green creatures and usually good ways to gain card advantage. So that's what we're doing. We're the Unholy Annex demon style package that's also playing some heavy hitters like Preacher and Shieldred, but then we're also able to play really powerful removal spells and kind of crush any creature deck. You know, I will be a little bit more afraid if we play against something like Mono White or Domain, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Either way, we're a deck that's trying to kill everything they have, gain a good amount of card advantage with Seek the Beast, the other side of Questing Druid, and, you know, take over the game with your powerful demons. So, should be a lot of fun. But before we get into the video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you're liking all this daily Standard or sometimes modern content. I'll be making a ton more videos, so I appreciate all the support. And let's thank the sponsors here before we get into it. First up is KMC. If you're interested in KMC sleeves or their new luxury Mox deck box here, you can use that promo code in the top left part of your screen. That will save you 15% off at checkout. And there's a URL below if you want to pick up some awesome KMC products. Next up, we of course have our other sponsor. It's Heavy Play. If you are interested in getting any of these ETB playmats, RFG deck boxes, the curved sleeves, really any of the stuff you see behind me, make sure to follow the URL and use promo code CoreyB to save yourself 10% off. They also have the newest product of those Phil Stone artwork playmats, which turned out really well. I think they look amazing, and there's going to be some future artists doing designs as well. So check out Heavy Play for some really cool products. All right, let's battle with good old-fashioned Jund. Okay, this is, of course, a little land heavy, but Questing Druid and Seek the Beast do help you catch up a bit on playing some action spells. If I was on the draw, I'd mulligan this. On the play, I'm going to try it. This is definitely on the low ends of the keep for sure. I also hate these TVs, but I still think it's worth it. So let's give it a shot. Okay, it is mono red, so it looks like our Burst Lightning here is going to be decent. I'm still going to fire this off. We just have so much removal that our whole plan for these style of decks is to just completely run them out of things to do. So we're going to say go. Now, there's a decent amount of 4-drops we can't really cast. So this is the awkward part of this draw, but I'm still going to Seek the Beast as we need ways to deal with this. Okay, well, we got it. So we'll just anoint. I wish I wouldn't have now if I would have known that was my top deck, but hard to know. Now we'll say go, and we at least have an Archfiend. We've slowed them down quite a bit. That something like an Archfiend here should be really tough for them to deal with. I don't think it's better than playing Glissa here, and we'll be a little bit more mana efficient by casting our 4-drop now, and then next turn Questing Druid into Glissa. And now basically we're just completely on the offensive. Okay, so no illusion of double lightning striking the Archfiend. So looks like, I mean, I guess they have a lot of burn. Okay, so they also have a Monstrous Rage. Monstrous Rage is a trade, but I don't think I can just be taking damage. So I think I'll just take the 2-for-1. It might be less than a 2-for-1 if they hit a land, or if they have a land and they can Burst Lightning me, but otherwise, I'm happy with a 2-for-1 that deals them a little bit of damage. So now we will get our 2 creatures going. And now while Questing Druid only gave us 1 card to cast, we didn't get full value for it. But just playing it, and now it being a reasonable body, just leads to it still being a 2-for-1. And sometimes it can be a 3-for-1. So, no reason not to play land, so I'm going to attack. See if they kill Glissa. Yeah, had to see that coming, I suppose. I'm just going to let this happen. I mean, I could, like, torch this to pump this. But then if they have another removal spell, it would be a train wreck. So, whatever. We'll just take it slow and steady. Mono red, I do think it's a very good deck right now. Something to very much be aware of. Okay. So we could just double torch. I'm gonna at least cast one torch. It's the only thing that would make me want to be happy that I played a torch here is if I top deck Unholy Annex. I'd want a Ritual Chamber and then have this available. So no real point in doing this, especially since it'll deal me a damage. But now, this gets it out of lightning bolt range, but this is also only just 2 damage. It's really close here, because this would be a 4-turn clock if I hit it. It's out of lightning strike, like I was saying. But if they play Ember Challenger, number 3, no, just number 2, then I'm very much regretting this. But honestly, on board, this is already going to deal me 4. All right, I just have to do that. That's the tiebreaker. Worst case scenario, they just do that. And now do I play the land? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that punishes me. Like a, you know, draw 2. Okay. Yeah, Torch the Tower wouldn't have been great against that. This is a true race. And they got Monstrous Rage, so this race is very close. Okay, that helps. So now they basically can't attack. That was a great draw. Glissa triggering this is pretty nice. So I don't want to block, and now they can't attack. All right, all right. So, yeah, I can't really attack, though. But luckily, I just go 6/6 Daemon. And play the land, and I'll say go. Now it's just lethal next turn with the Annex alone. And there's no one draw that they can have. They can get like a Charger, another Nemesis. Yeah, regardless, that's game. We just go like this. Attack just in the air. That is 8. Man, Screaming Nemesis is just such an amazing card if you try to deal with it with any damage type spell. So, I mean, the fact that we have Go for the Throats and Anoint is going to be big, but speaking of Anoint, I'm definitely bringing the other one. Terra Sunder does not seem fast enough or necessary. And then, I mean, this is a very straightforward sideboard. You know, this isn't necessarily the most insanely teched out list. Like, if I were to play this in a tournament, it would probably not look like 4 4-ofs in my sideboard, but you never know. But I like the look of it, so I wanted to give it a shot. It's probably just Duress. I think all the other cards are bad. I think it's either Duress or Terra Sunder. And I am considering how many Duress. But I think it's probably just the one. I mean, I have 12 removal spells, so I'm just going to kill all their creatures. And then I just want to do anything to either gain life or close the game out. And all the rest of my cards kind of do that. I could think about, like, taking out Archfiend, but I don't think that seems great either. I don't mind, like, 2 Duress. Glissa is pretty bad against them now that I think about it, except on defense. This makes lifelinkers, so this one's kind of nice. I'm going to go like this and just try to make my top decks as good as possible. You know, like if you're late game drawing Duress against a deck like this, you could actually be in trouble. So we're going to give this a shot. This is probably too slow on the draw. But once again, we have 16 removal spells we're drawing into. And then our curve is pretty good, but if they just go 1 drop, 2 drop, I think we have to mulligan this. Just get run over if they do the thing. Now, this hand kind of sucks too, just because we have 2 pain lands. We're definitely keeping, but the mana problem is definitely a real thing. So, I think we can put Shieldred back. This is our only Shieldred, so we're just not going to have access to it. Maybe that's foolish. It is like our best card. Could just take the Questing Beast out, but We do want to hit our land drops. All right, Shieldred it is. All right, we're going to be destroying as many creatures as possible. A red land would have been great. So, gotta kill it now. As they can untap and protect it. All right. So, looks like we will almost assuredly be seeking the beast here. Okay, so they just have spells. All right, one land and a removal spell, not the worst. One land was the big part. And now let's just put the pressure on here with a preacher. And if they can't deal with that, you know, this is going to be pretty nice. If I'm... Okay. So attacking them with the most life, I'll get lifelinking, which is definitely what I want. So here, I think I'm actually going to go like this and anoint. Let's get this growing. And here comes the lifelinkers. Now, this is going to keep happening until we are at a higher life total. I always get this card mixed up. If you've ever watched my previous videos, that is a card I always get flipped up. But, all right, that's our first one. Let's try to get a 3-0. All right, match number 2. Hand looks great. A turn 3 Glissa into Archfiend with a removal spell. Sounds good to me. We're just always hoping for creature decks. I think Golgari counts. We'll see, as they might just be the better kind of mid-range deck. You know, I have no expectations that this is the best deck in the format or anything. Although that helps. But they might just do the Golgari thing a little better than us. You know, with creature lands and stuff like that. But the flip side of it could also be true. The fact that we have card advantage and more removal could make us the better deck. At the end of the day, though, it's probably going to be who draws Unholy Annex more. It's just the card, you know? Alright, we're going to say go, and I'm probably not casting this unless they go Unholy Annex. Then I might have to. That's just what these black mid-range matchups are all about. Okay, thank God. I mean, that's still good, but it's not GG on the spot. Now, do we want to quest? Probably. Alright. I want to use my mana. Alright, not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. Okay, let's just play Glissa, say go. Didn't have to draw those 2 tap lands. Alright, now you gotta expect that they're gonna have a removal spell. I do like the Golgari decks, just going 1-drop into 3-drop, playing a bunch of Sentinel of the Nameless Cities, playing Glissa. I think that deck is just really strong too. I still have to figure out what I want to play for Arena Championship 7. By the time you're watching this, I'll be less than 2 weeks away from it. And I kind of have no idea so far. Alright. Didn't play the port, just to get an extra map in. That makes sense. Might be flooded. Well, that's trouble. Bend it? A castable Shieldred? It's probably a bad sign for me. I mean, that card seems great. Just put it on top of your deck and put it into play. Wild. Alright, here's Archfiend. If they don't have another removal spell, I guess that makes sense. And oh yeah, we got 2 spells in hand, but they can't be taken by duress. Got him. Okay, I mean, that's exactly what it was. No removal spells. So, now let's seek the beast. Or we just questing druid. Oh yeah, I have to find an answer to this, or they just remove counters and kill me. Alright, so we gotta do that in that case. But no enchantment to sack? No nothing to sack? Or a token. We don't have any of those things. Boo. Alright, well now we're in a lot of trouble. I guess I still attack and try to close this game out. If they just have a removal spell for this, I lose the game though, and I think I'm fine with that because I think if they have a removal spell at all, I'm just gonna lose. I'm playing to win, not playing to not lose. So it's a little riskier. If we had more going on, you know, I would think about leaving stuff back, but as it stands, we knew they didn't have a removal spell last turn, so it made sense that they didn't have one here. That all being said, we're still very much in trouble here. Slash, no chance of winning. If we get like a go for the throat or something where we can kill this, then I thought maybe we stood a chance, but as is, not gonna win this. All right, that one wasn't very close. So, we also didn't draw Unholy Annex, neither did they. All right, I like Anoint. I don't really like the red removal spells. I mean, they're fine against Llanowar Elves. Terra Sunder is going to be good against Unholy Annex. Now it's just what removal spells slash Preacher do we want to cut? And I'm more in the market of just for sure getting rid of these torches. They felt very bad. These at least scale a little bit more, but even that, I don't think we need that much removal. And Terra Sunder is good against a lot of stuff, but mainly hitting Unholy Annex and stuff like that. So I think it is probably just something like this. Now our Seek the Beasts are not necessarily ideal, as our deck's pretty expensive, so we don't want to actually be Seeking the Beast on like turn 2 or anything. I'm going to bring in one more for one Terra Sunder. I think 4 is just a lot of that card anyways. I can't really think any matchup I would want them all. I guess mono white, but doesn't seem amazing. Okay, up against Golgari. I'm going to keep, and I'm going to fire this Duress off right away, because if they have a Duress, our hand's Duress proof. Now, I know we can't cast our 4-drops right now, but we should draw 1 land in that amount of time. Didn't have the Duress like I was hoping for, but we'll just take the busted card in the matchup, and we'll hope that we draw one of those. Debating if they want to play it at all. So we have the Anoint. I don't think it's worth it right now. We'll say go, and if they play Glissa or something, obviously we'll kill it. Well, this is all going not well.
When I win, you're telling me.
I'm gonna get rid of one of these Carplusion Forests. It's kind of our extra card already. Now, do I want to Anoint yet? Probably not. That was decent. Oh, probably want to just discard Anoint. God, we are just so screwed to that card. This has not went well. Our minor decisions. I guess I can top deck Terra Sunder. That's like our only out here. I think that exiles Planeswalkers. I'm not even 100%. Either way, they seem like they just have the better deck, if I'm being blatantly honest here. God, playing these 4-drops into Liliana just feels terrible.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Oh, boy. Liliana was so bad for us. Yeah, sure. Everything that could have went wrong is going wrong. Alright, here's a Shieldred. Your go. Oh, you're gonna make me sacrifice Shieldred to your down tick of Liliana? That seems like a pretty good play. Pretty good play there, Stypin90. And play Glissa. Yep. Things are going well. Close game, really. You know, both games were super close. And we are dead. All right, let's try to salvage a 2-1 in our final match. So far, I haven't been the biggest fan, but maybe this next match will clear it up for the Jund lovers. We're going to keep this another good hand. We also haven't put Unholy Annex into play yet. It's our best card. So maybe now that we have it, we have a good chance. Oh no, an Up the Beanstalk deck? This can't be a great matchup. Oh boy. Oh boy, Bomb Squad. This is looking bad. I'm going to just play the Cliffs and say go. If this is any of the, you know, Overlord Up the Beanstalk thing, which it kind of has to be, I feel like we are just completely screwed from the beginning. Like, it feels like an auto-lose matchup, if I'm being honest. I guess. Or is Glissa better to try? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure they have removal for both of them. You know, they play Leyline Binding, as well as probably Get Lost. This could be bad. This could be bad. Well, we'll try to attack and try to eliminate their Beanstalks. Had to picture that was gonna happen. Okay. Here's this. They're just playing all the busted green-white cards. Oh, I didn't even leave myself with Torch. Oh, no. Oh, whatever. I can Torch it for 3 if they did this. All right. I like that I'm shrugging that off. Like, all right, not so bad, even though it's a 5-mana, 6/5 draw 2 with weird-ass abilities. Oh, boy. Well, I gotta stop the bleeding. So we gotta kill this. And, I mean, I guess we just have to torch this. If I play another Annex, I'm actually dying pretty quickly here. So, let's do this now. And let's play a land. And we'll say go. At least we have stuff we can sacrifice here, but... Oh, okay. Alright. This is probably not going to be the most winningest video for all of y'all, but you know what? We keep it real here on the channel, so when we get destroyed, sometimes that happens. Just for y'all, your viewing pleasure here. Because I can't imagine we can ever beat this matchup. It feels that bad. I'm going to bring in some Urbrass Forge, I guess, but Overlords in general are just not what I want to be dealing with when I'm playing a bunch of Shocks. I've been starting to see a lot more domain-style decks like this, and it's kind of terrifying. This deck might be real. I'm gonna try this on one of my future videos. Maybe the next one, to be honest. Cool, 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 cool. I want to do what they're doing. It looks like the most fun ever. And, yeah, I just... There's no draw that can get me out of this from here. A Preacher. Okay, never mind. We're on target. Alright, well, let's play this. Let's play this. And let's say go. Drain them for 4. I don't even know if this keeps me alive. That's already takes 10. Technically, I can stay alive. But our hand is horrendous. And now we are dead. Alright, we'll play the next game for fun here. But I kind of have a feeling I know who's going to win. Alright, definitely want Duresses. We want to get lucky there. Let's take out all this removal. This, and Anoint are completely unplayable. So we don't even have enough cards to bring in. Yeah. I thought this list looked fun, but a little sus from the beginning. And it turns out to be quite sus. Alright, we're going to go for it. 1 Burst Lightning is going to deal them 4 damage when they're at 4. I'm calling it right now. Alright, game 2. I would like to play first. Yeah, we'll keep. We shall keep. 5 fast lands is going to be a little weird, but... All right. Let's see. I was going to be like, are we going to get a target? No, absolutely not. All right, so the same choice, Glissa or the Annex. I think I want the Annex. At least it replaces itself if they have Get Lost, where Glissa is just going to die. Now, that's a card I want to play. Oh, here's our chance, y'all. Here is our chance. Discard to hand size. Let's go. All right, let the Forge go. This is going to scale up in damage every turn. We're still losing to our Annex faster, though. All right, now we got a plethora of options for next turn. All right, it was almost too good to be true. So they had multiple of those, but now they're online with Leyline Bindings, plus they ramped. I think I do want a Duress, and then we'll see where to go from there. Holy crap. Okay, so they can't really do anything about Urbrass Forge with this. That doesn't really do anything. Smite's pretty good. I mean, this is probably their best card. So they can do that about it. I don't care about that. Didn't even know Devout Decree was in the format. That's a good sideboard card. One of my favorites, actually. That's probably the pick. Yeah, alright. And let's just go to town with these. Hey-ya! Alright, we are truly doing it, but they're pretty much out of their problems now. We can just unlock some demons, though. Alright, so they can gain life plus destroy one of these forges. I imagine that's going to be their plan. Oh, they're just going for the Annex. Okay. Interesting. So, now, I kind of want to go... yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. I'm going to do Archfiend of the Dross plus go for the Throat. They're going to take, what, 7 damage right now? All right, we're putting the pressure on. Here they come. Now they're forced to deal with the Archfiend, but then they just get forged, so Sunfall's not a very good play. I'm glad I took to the Devout Decree, because devouting this plus playing Caretaker or something would have been good, but as it stands right now, this is looking pretty good. Okay. I guess that is pretty strong. So I can forge again. Don't really want to Glissa because they have the perfect answer there. So forge plus Annex seems good to me. Okay. Here they come. Gain a little bit of life, or lose a little bit of life, draw a card. And next turn we can Ritual Chamber plus destroy the Overlord that's about to come off. Okay. That's no big deal. Let's see what they make a copy of. The land usually is their first pick. And attacking. Scary. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with this. And we're going to go to combat. Let these Forge do their thing. Forge has been great. One of them's going to get smited here, I imagine. Yup. 1 mana, gain 4 life, basically. And then we're just gonna do this. We still get the demon, though, right? Yeah, okay. I guess not that it matters too much. Don't want a Glissa. Not very good right now. Okay, so they have to deal with the demon, and then they got the forges. I just keep making them deal with something other than the forge plus the forges, I think is my whole game plan, but they're catching up. They're about to stabilize. You know, 1 Leyline Binding here, and I feel like I'm behind. If they don't have Leyline Binding here and they just use removal on the forges, I feel okay. Alright, well, here they come. Lethal attack. I guess not even lethal with this. Okay. Here's a Glissa plus this. Definitely keep that. And we'll say go. Now we can do both those modes next turn, which is nice. But we're all in. Oh god, not like an Atraxa. I don't know if this deck plays this, but... Oh no! God, that card is obnoxious. Maybe I should have been duressing that one away, huh? That's quite good. I did not think there was a way we were going to lose, but now it looks bad again. Okay. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So we can duress plus both chambers. All right, let's start with duress regardless. Well, we'll be taking Sunfall. All right, we can actually do this. Plus an attack. Oh, wait, is this just lethal? I guess they get to gain life off the carrot. Here they lose 2, though. Okay, so they go to 5. This would put them not dead. But we are going to annex instead of the ritual chamber. I would rather draw a card here. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Sunfall. Okay. Oh, I guess maybe I want to get rid of this. Oh, is that the best I got? They just have so much value they can do with this green-white deck. This deck seems awesome. I think that's the thing I gained the most off doing this video, is the fact that I know I want to play that deck next. It looks sweet. Well, let's see what they do. Yeah, why not? 4 mana, put two 2/1 flyers into play, draw a card, and late game it gets to be absurd. Alright, here's this. Here's this. Why not? Have them soak up 1 damage. Oh, where's that burst lightning I was talking about? Alright, down to the wire. Dead on board, but they've been dead on board for like 8 turns. Okay, that's a good sign. Damn. Okay, they found something they like. It's not gonna do me any favors. I guess I can attack with both. Another carrot. Now the Urbrass Forge, they have a 4/4 to block. Yep. So chump in this. And they're gonna go to 2 again. God, if I just had a removal spell there, the game was over. Alright. I am going to play this, and I'm going to play the land, because you know what we haven't drawn? A questing druid here. We could chain those together. Or we could get a blooming marsh. Alright. They are facing lethal once again. But once again, they probably get to draw like 5 cards here. God, that card's so good. More lands. The Caretaker's talent with the Everywhere lands is bananas. Okay, that's not enough to keep them from death. Oh, now they're going to kill that. Wow, the fact that they discarded to hand size and we're still going to lose this game is pretty telling of the fact that maybe our deck isn't good and maybe their deck is awesome. So this is just going to make a Vampire. I also just hate Preacher of the Schism. Every deck we've had Preacher in, I think it's been terrible and the worst card in our deck. I'm hating today, y'all. All right. Big draw step. Tear us under. Okay. I guess we have one out. Oh. We get to draw. Okay. Oh, yeah. They have the least amount of life. But we have an out here. Actually, no. I think they're just... They might be dead. Yeah, okay. All right. They're dead. I take back everything I said. We're doing it. Trample. I already was digging my own hole here to be buried in. But we totally did it. No real changes we can make. But that was kind of hilarious. Okay, I take it back. Jund is the best deck. This green-white deck is, you know, not very strong. Definitely going to keep... Duress into Forge is basically exactly what I want. And I want to Duress them before they get up the Beanstalk going, if possible. Wow, okay. All reaction. And this exiles an artifact. This one doesn't. So I should just get Exercise and try to Forge. Okay. I love it. No up the Beanstalk, please. So... I don't really want to seek the Beast this turn. I want to just play Forge next turn. Damn. Okay. I got too many 4-drops, so we're going to let this turn go with just no usage of mana. Okay, that was sick. Now we got a game plan. Let's forge our way to victory. Come on, Urbrass Forge. Urbrass Forge hasn't even been, like, that amazing for me these days. But if any deck is going to be... if Forge is going to be good in any deck, it's going to be this one. Alright. I think we would still win this race, probably. We got to go for the throat for the first Overlord that comes off. We're doing it. We're doing something. Okay. God, their deck just looks so sweet. I'm just over here just like, oh, up the Beanstalk. All these sweet mythics that gain value. And I just love up the Beanstalk into Overlord.deck, you know, like. All right, do I want to do this right now? If I flip over the 6/6 demon, I feel pretty bad. That's the only thing. Or like 2 glissas, you know. I'm almost assuredly gonna go for the throat this. Alright. Talked myself into being patient. If they do get lost one of these, okay. So take 2. We'll say go. Until your next end step. Okay. So happy to take this. Now they have 2 get lost to kill our 2 creatures at any point. So we do got to play kind of defensively. I'm going to do this now. Okay. That's very interesting. I mean, that's a lot of damage. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 11 damage. Huh. Okay. So I don't think I can burst lightning their face. We'll see if they target one of their creatures or not. All right. Now, to kill the Overlord or not, I feel like I just need to get lucky and draw a removal spell. I'm going to. Okay. Alright, let's duress them. I mean, I want to get rid of this, I imagine. And just burst lightning their face. And put them to 1. Oh, wait. That was lethal? Did I math wrong? Oh my god, we did it! We did it! I mathed wrong! Hooray! Wow. That could not have been a more ridiculous way to win a matchup that I thought was completely unwinnable. Alright, John, I'm sorry for what I said to you this whole time. We got the 2-1. This deck's great. Alright, but real talk, I don't think this deck's very good. I think I'm going to throw it immediately in the trash. And just, if you want to play a deck like this, I think regular Golgari is just much, much better. The Questing Druids were okay. The fact that we snuck together a 2-1 off this, I think is pretty wild. So, if you liked this very strange video, make sure to like the video as well as subscribe to the channel and share this YouTube channel as I'll be doing daily standard videos. So, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.